Alright, what is up everyone, and welcome to another One Piece video. And hopefully you guys are enjoying the daily content. If you do, consider subscribing and leaving a like on this video. It is free. And without further ado, let's hop right into today's topic. And today we're going to talk about the Spade Pirates, Ace's former crew, before he went onto Whitebeard's crew. And this was actually supposed to be the first video on my channel about One Piece, but I kind of got sidetracked with the chapter review that came out and decided to do that first. But yeah, so let's get right into it. So starting off, the first member, the captain of the ship, you guys already know who it is, Portugas de Ace, my favorite character in the series, using the Mero Mero no Mi, the Flame Fruit. And yeah, let's just get right into his synopsis. So he does know hockey. Ace does know hockey. He has Conqueror's hockey. He uses the Flame Fruit's powers. He's Luffy's older brother. He's not really he's a bit of a hothead, a little bit of a hothead, but he's also like could be calm and collected. And like I guess it's a bit controversial to say with his death. He was not really acting that smart there. But overall, Ace, he had a bounty of 550 million, which is no longer in use, obviously, because he's dead. But yes, Ace formed the Spade Pirates with his first mate being Masked Deuce. Yes, now let's get into the second character of the Spade Pirates, Masked Deuce. So Masked Deuce was a character at the beginning of Ace's pirate journey. Or not, I guess not the beginning of, I guess it is the beginning of Ace's pirate journey, where him and Ace are both stranded on an island, and in the Ace backstory books, he is actually the one that is narrating the entire thing, because he likes to jot down everything that happens, just like Nami in the Straw Hat Pirates. So Masked Deuce, fun fact about Masked Deuce is that he actually took a bite of the flame fruit, but luckily it wasn't him who got the powers, and it was Ace, because the way it works is the first person who eats the fruit, takes a bite out of it, and consumes it is the one that gets the powers. So this leads us to our next character who also helps him with that, and that being Skull. Now Skull is a really cool character, which I really hope we see more of in the future. And now Skull is and also, by the way, this is presumably, I'm assuming that all of the members actually did stay in the Roger Pirate, so they could actually appear in the anime at some point, or anime/manga at some point. So you can't leave out the possibility of that. Now Skull, he uses a sword, katana, I assume, and he's a pirate fanatic. He loves Jolly Rogers, and he's actually a bit of a laughingstock to a lot of the crews he's been on. So before Ace's crew, he was traveling on a bunch of different pirate crews, and his whole gimmick, I guess, is that he likes to steal anything that has a skull in it, and his entire design is just, has a bunch of skulls in it. And a lot of pirates just didn't take him seriously and just had him on his crew just because he was fun, I guess a fun guy. But Ace actually saw potential in him as a informant, because he's been in the game so long that he knows a lot of stuff about a lot of places. So Ace saw value in that, and now he actually takes it seriously and is a full-blown member of the Spade Pirates, which is really cool. He's also pretty funny. In the book, I actually had a couple of times where I was laughing out loud. Yeah, which, by the way, if you have not read the Ace books, I strongly recommend it, or watching it or not watching it, but listening to it text to speech. Or I guess you could wait for the Boichi, the manga artist of Dr.Stone, to fully draw the Ace books, because I know he's done I believe he's done 2 chapters of the Ace side story. But the next character I'd like to go into is probably the third most talked about crewmate in the book, and that is Mihar, aka Teach. Not to be confused with Marshall D. Teach Blackbeard, the whole reason Ace died in the first place. It's actually spelled with an A and short for teacher, because he likes to be indoors, and he just reads a lot of books, and that's why the They call him teacher. He doesn't have any powers, and it's kind of unconfirmed if he knows hockey or not, but he is a sniper of the group, so just like Usopp and Yasopp. So, I guess every pirate crew just has a sniper. Just makes sense. Let's get into the next character, and this is actually not a human. This is a cat. Kotatsu. Kotatsu the cat, and I guess this is a like their pet or like their chopper like character. It's a lynx, but it's as big as a full-blown panther. So he really doesn't have any powers. He's just the lynx, and yeah, that's about it. Next up, we have Saber. Now, this is a character, he's in the thumbnail. He was with Ace when he fought Whitebeard, and he honestly, there's not really a lot to go off on him. He's just kind of there. I would say he's kind of an extra. Saber, there really isn't much else to say about him. So, next up is Agi68. Now, Agi68 really doesn't have anything too much about him. He was barely in the story at all. I guess the one thing I could tell you about him is that he has a revolver-like gun, but there really isn't much on him. The main 4 characters we were going to talk about were Portgas the Ace, Mastus, Skull, and Mihar. They seem to be the main 4. Everyone else is kind of to the sidelines. So the next one we're going to talk about is Finnemore. Now Finnemore has this turban type thing on his head, and he really doesn't really have anything either about him. He was not really in the book, and yeah, he was just defeated by Whitebeard, and that was his only appearance. Or should have said the Whitebeard pirate. Now, Ganryu, not to be confused with Ganryu from Genshin, is a Long Arm Tribe race member on Ace's crew, and that's pretty cool. That's really about it with his character. He wields a sword and shield, and is a long armsman. That's about it. As you guys can see, there's really not a lot to unpack here with these characters. The whole point of this video is just to let you guys know who each and every one of the Spade Pirates are, with the little information we were given about the Spade Pirates. So going on to the next crewmate, we have Ducky B. Now Ducky B has no powers, or I guess he knows martial arts, but that's all we really know about Ducky B. We saw him in Wano with Ace, and that's about it. Now the next character we have is Osamondo. Yes, Osamondo, and he is just a larger looking dude, and that's really about it. There's nothing to do in fact there with that guy, so it's kind of just speedrunning these guys. Next we have Barry. Now Barry is a long stocky man, and it looks like he has these type of claw blades as weapons, and yeah, so he has long combat knives between each of his fingers, and that's really all we have on him. So next we have Wallace. Now Wallace is a double wielding swordsman and a fishman. Now here we finally have a female of the group. She's a bit of a bigger female, not really like the most of the females drawn in One Piece, and her name's Banshee. Now she really doesn't have a lot known about her either. She just uses a flintlock, and that's about it. So moving on, next we have Kukai. Now Kukai kind of looks like a Ronin based on this one picture we have of him, which by the way, these are the only pictures of these guys. You'll be hard to find any other fan artwork of the Ace Pirates besides Mastus and Skull. So he wields a sword, but that's about it. That's all we know on him. Now Dogya. It seems to me that he's a boxer type dude, and he's a bit bulky, and that's really about it. Next we have Kamel. Now Kamel seems like he uses a longsword, and he's a bit on the shorter end, and that's really again about it. So next we have Cornelia. Now Cornelia seems like a pretty dope design based on this sketch, and he also uses a longsword, and yeah, that's about it. As you guys can see, there's a trend here. Now second to last character we have Leonero, and he seems to be using a trident, and he's a bit on the taller side, and yeah, that's really about it on him. And he seems to have a business type suit going on here based on this sketch, but it's really hard to decipher that if that's actually his design or not. But our final character of the Spade Pirates is Hublot, or Hublot. And he seems to, he definitely has like one of the better designs of these sketches. And it seems to me like he has like this like bullet strap around his body, and he wields this giant flintlock, which is, it looks like a cannon, to be honest, that he's just carrying around. And that's really all we have on him. And I'd like to see this guy kind of expanded on, because, you know, his giant gun is pretty unique, and I'd like to see what he could do with that. But odds are that there's going to be nothing done with any of these Spade Pirates, as Ace is gone and he already joined Whitebeard, and the Whitebeard crew is just a lot more interesting. I would like to see Masdeuce come back at some point, because he is an interesting character, and Skull as well, but everyone else is kind of like, they really have nothing on them, and that's kind of why like the thumbnail's so barren, because there's really no images out there of these characters, or there's like, it's slim to none. But like obviously the most expanded on character is obviously Ace. But yeah, overall these are Spade Pirates, Ace's crew that he journeyed with before he fought Whitebeard and before he joined Whitebeard's crew. And yeah, I definitely could see them being expanded upon in like a third book or something, but overall there really just hasn't been anything of the sort on all of these characters, which is kind of unfortunate and a missed opportunity. Maybe another spin-off series. Oda. We'd all definitely watch it. But yeah, so that about wraps up the video. If you guys made it to the end of the video, thank you so much for watching and listening. It means a lot. And yeah, consider subscribing. It's free, and leaving a like on this video. We're trying to get to 1,000 subs by the end of the year by uploading daily. We'll see how that goes. But yeah, overall, those are the Spade Pirates, and thank you guys for watching, and see you guys later.